So we are rounding out the Daiei Gothic Volume 2 set with number 134 in the Radiance range, which is Ghosts of Kasane Swamp, or Mistress's Revenge. And this is more like it. This is the kind of film that I expected to get from this set, really delving into it. Just over 80 minutes. It's really compact, but it puts a hell of a lot into this story. We kind of follow at the start a masseur named Suetsu who goes to collect money and discovers that this man is having an affair on his wife while his wife is in the house. He sends the masseur to his wife to get payment, but they've no money. So the wife does all she can to try and pay him off with what she has, her body. And when the samurai kind of bursts in, he kills both of them. This has been a ploy so that he can write out his wife and take out Suetsu at the same time, getting rid of his debtor, getting rid of his old ball and chain, and he hires a couple of people to dump the bodies in Kasane Swamp. This is two restless spirits that are looking for revenge, and they look to infect anybody here to try and ruin their lives. And it is a film that is filled with such reprehensible characters. I don't think there is anybody in this film that is a good person. They're all devious, they're all conniving, they're all planning their own things to take advantage of somebody's feelings. They're hoping that somebody's going to fail and that they can step in and take over them. And this has got a lot of great supernatural elements. It's got the spooky swamps that are laden with fog. It's got alleyways. It's got shadowy ghosts lingering in the background, interacting with humans as they are alone. It has horribly scarred ghosts appearing and terrifying people into their deaths. It has all the wonderfully supernatural ghostly elements that I was really hoping to get from this set. And even though we kind of jump characters throughout the film a good bit, it feels as if there is a lot going on here. There is a lot of different ideas, like the prostitute who manages to pay off her madam's debt and then take over the whole franchise. The son of the woman who was killed at the start, going back into it, he's estranged from his family, gets money and just kind of lingers about. You can understand how he was ostracised from the family. These two coming together and forming a bond, not realising that they're both cursed people and everything they do is going to come back and haunt them one way or another. It's terrific. It's one of those movies where you're waiting for the inevitable. You know that everybody involved in this is going to meet their demise one way or another. It's just, when is it going to happen, or how is it going to happen? Now, director Kimiyoshi Yasuda directed a couple of the yokai movies, The 100 Monsters and Along with Ghosts, I think it was, and he did the first Daimajin movie as well. So he's got a great pedigree, and here he really shows his flair for this ghost story. It feels like a visual successor to The Ghosts of Yasuda or The Snow Woman. It fits comfortably within those gothic horror films from the Volume 1 set. It is a piece of tragic cinema as well. Like I said, there is a deathly inevitability to a lot of what's going on here, and some characters you feel are wronged because of their parents' actions, some are wronged because of their own actions as well. It is righteous in what it does, but also kind of devastating at the same time. I love all the action that takes place within the swamp, and although the film's called The Ghost of Kasane Swamp, we don't spend a lot of time there, but the fog rolling across it, the constant ripples that we see coming out from the swamp is a wonderful metaphor for the guilt spreading across the generations within this one, which I really liked a lot. You get that reflection within the water of the ghostly apparitions, which Daiei use a lot, but it's a wonderful effect and it's really good. And then you get to that chilling finale where it just really ramps up to a wonderful entry. I really enjoyed this one. In fact, I think this was my favourite from the Volume 2 set. I'd put up there with almost any of the films in Volume 1. They would sit comfortably in amongst that. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for the Ghost of Kasane Swamp. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have a scene-specific commentary by Lindsay Nelson, and this runs for 24 minutes 24 seconds. Next, we have Norio Suruta. The father of J-horror discusses the origins of the Ghost of Kasane Swamp and what makes Daei's 1970 version unique among the many film adaptations of this story. Filmed exclusively for Radiance in June 2025, and this runs for 17 minutes 36 seconds. I really enjoyed this one because it kind of delves into where Daiei was as a studio at that time, how its legacy, how it was in the kind of final throes before its demise, and the changes that it kind of forced to make to its movies and where it was possibly headed. I really enjoyed the kind of historical aspect of this one. Next, we have a legacy of ghosts. Japanese ghost story scholar Zach Davison traces the historical evolution of the Ghost of Kasane Swamp via folktales, theatre and film, created exclusively for Radiance in July 2025, and this runs for 12 minutes 16 seconds. I found this to be absolutely fascinating, looking at the different aspects of this ghost story, how they were drawn into the tale, the various adaptations and how people would add or subtract from the story and how it grew and its possible real world roots as well. Then we have a trailer, and that's the extras for Ghost of Kasane Swamp. Ghost of Kasane Swamp was really good. I really enjoyed this one. I feel that the director creates a ghost story not of monsters but of memories that refuse to die and the ramifications of past trauma being passed down through generations. And I think that gives it a little bit more than just a typical ghost story. And of course it looks terrific, the extras are pretty good, and it just rounds out this set. Not as good as Volume 1, but I'd still be interested in a Volume 3 if it was coming next year. I'd be happy to pick it up and spend more time within the Daiei Gothic world. I'd love to know your thoughts on the Ghost of Kasane Swamp, or Mrs. Curse, or Mrs. Revenge, whatever its other titles are. Where would you rank it within the 6 Daiei films so far that we've had? And would you be looking forward to a Volume 3? As always, drop me a comment in the comment box below and let me know your thoughts on this film. There's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box, I'll link to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.